All right, YouTubers, another behind the scenes glimpse into the life of a pastor on a regular basis here at the Chancey Road Church in Zephyr Hills. And there's two things that happen at the end of every night. So one is we do our nightly walk around where we get to go and check every door and every lock and just make sure everything is good and secure for the night, and just part of, I guess under the classifications for being a pastor is night watchman. And there's so many people that come and go on the property and are involved in all of the daily ministries. Never hurts to double check and to see, what's going on. So, you just never know. You get a door left open or anything of that nature, and you just want to make sure things are secure. Plus we have a very active food ministry here at the church. We have a big walk-in cooler and a walk-in freezer. And so part of the nightly task is that we make sure that those are at the right temperature and there's no alarms going on or anything of that nature, and just make sure things are secure. So looks like the cooler's registering right there and everything's good and kosher and locking down all the locks and things of that nature. You can see we have things pretty well lit up around here though, so there's not too many things that we're concerned about. I also take it and make it a moment of prayer as I walk around each night and just have the opportunity to look at the property and admire what God has blessed us with here at the church at Chancey Road. Really has blessed us with a lot. Beautiful place to work and serve and be a part of the community on a regular basis. Kind of gives you some time to pause and quietly reflect on the day a little bit as to what God has done and what we've been able to be a part of and things of that nature, and just get reminded of how faithful God is day in and day out, not only to provide but also to cover and protect and keep us all safe and taken care of. So it's a good time for that quiet reflection and prayer and before we go to bed. And then once we're done with this, then we usually as a family gather and we pray and close with a prayer. And typically our prayer comes from the book of Psalms, chapter 91, in which we pray the hedge of protection around our home, pray the hedge of protection of God giving his angels charge over us. So those are the last two things that we do every single night as a family here at the church. Those two things, walk around, make sure the doors, windows, and things are locked and property looks secure, praying and while that's all taking place. And every once in a while you get that little blessing. I don't know if you guys could hear that on the video or not, but on this property we're blessed with some pretty good acreage and some trees and things, and we have our own population of owls that live on the property, so that's a pretty cool thing as well. But anyway, back to what I was saying, the prayer and the reflection as I walk and do the nightly security check and prayer. But then we gather as a family and we pray and just ask God to give his angels charge over the entire property. And I mean, we get specific in that prayer. Every single vehicle, rooftop, home, every refrigerator, freezer. We pray over wells and septic lines and drain lines, water lines, every power line, fuse panel. We pray over it all and get real specific. So But that's how we close our night. So, and then we go and lay our head on our pillows and we sleep peacefully, because we've been good stewards, and we've also been obedient to put that in the Lord's hands for the rest of the night. So there you go. There's a behind the scenes look at how we close our night down here at the church at Chancey Road, the life and times of what it means to be a pastor. It's so much more than just a couple hours on Sunday or a couple hours on Wednesday preaching and teaching in front of people. There's a lot of behind the scenes stuff that takes place on a daily basis in the life of a family involved in ministry. So anyway, there's your glimpse for the day. God bless y'all. Have a great night. Just a reminder, join us every single night for a live stream, more in depth in Bible study. Love to have the opportunity to share with you and encourage you in the Word as well. And I always have been encouraging this past week as well. If you have questions, any kind of biblical questions you want answered, shoot those to me in a text, or not a text, but just a comment there on YouTube, and I'll do my best to get you the answer biblically. Or if you have any questions about the ministry, or maybe you're considering getting into the ministry, and you want to talk to somebody who's been in it for a while, give me a shout, and be more than happy to spend some time talking with you and praying with you about that. Outside of that, God bless y'all. Have a great night.